catch up with the Chicago Bears.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They go play action with Burrow. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 1 yard. 1st down, Chicago.
Burrow on play action. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Packers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
Nice play call. A little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Fighting him off. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Allen now on 1st down. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
44-yard gain on the play. And the Bears first down.
Play action. It's Burrow. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give running right is Chubb. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Packers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Burrow. He finds Ross right side. It's complete.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
At the 6-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bears will extend their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Packers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and
wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 26. Let's go, boys. Let's go. 1:52 to play until halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Allen.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Packers' 49-yard line.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. 20. 5. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick-6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
final play of the half for Burrow and company. Oh, it stays up. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
Simms going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrase.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. To throw again on second down. Allen. Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
At the 23-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down.
A give. This is Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On third down, Burrow. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Chicago!
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now up to 14.
Bears 28, Packers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Simms going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Here's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Now Allen. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a 2nd year.
And this one is incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
56.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. Harris has it over the middle. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Allen. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Allen with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
First down, here's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Throwing is Allen on third. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now they'll run it on the toss. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
57 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And to give this time to the tailback. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
Throwing is Allen.
Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Burrow. He's going to let it fly. he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Throwing, Burrow.
He's going to go up top again. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Rosas to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Bears 35, Packers 31.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Allen. He finds his man complete. That's Townsend. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Here's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Chicago, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.